Hello, greetings. This is Gillesmansillon. I thought I'd come and say hello, wish you a good day. I'm continuing this discussion about transcendental psychology. While I'm here, when I'm still available to do that. I wanted to say that there is no equation that is perfect for all. There is a lot of videos of books that will sell you the ideas. Read these books and you will become rich. Or read this book and you will be successful. Read this book and you'll become a master of seduction. Read this book and you will lose weight. Read this book and you will achieve that or this or that. For all those are good directions and they're good information, but they cannot necessarily work for everybody because there is always variable on the internal level and everything is created from within. So take everything and see what works for you. There is a mantra that we want to tune in. We want to practice the vibration. It's a mantra that we want to repeat to ourselves, which is I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Thank you, God, for bringing me this happiness, this health, this wealth, and this wisdom. It is about practicing this vibration. We do not want to lie to ourselves, but we want to tune in, for those are the base of what will or to create great satisfaction. Once we have happiness, we have health, we have wealth, and we have wisdom, everything else will flow into place. And you can add anything. So you can also add, I am grateful, my Creator. I'm grateful for bringing me into this place of health, of wealth, of happiness, and joy and wisdom. So you can work with those wisdom, and it is important to practice gratitude, whatever gratitude to the Creator, to God for sending. And it is not about words; it's about energy and vibration, but also to send gratitude to all the people that have assisted us in our life, that did some good things for us. It is not about thanking them with words; it's about sending in waves of gratitude. They will feel that, unconsciously or consciously, but it's like this gratitude is essential to find this gratitude, this appreciation, and even those who have hurted us, who have injured us, to send this gratitude for having teach us this lesson. It doesn't mean that we wanna repeat the negative process, but it will dissolve all the negative connection that we have to all those beings when we have a negative memory of something negative that happens to us that's related to any one person. To send this gratitude instead of anger or frustration, it will dissolve the problem, and it will and the people will feel that. And so it is to work with this feeling of gratitude, sending those waves of gratitude, practice that vibration. For on the earth there was the light has always been on the earth, but it's been dimmed. It's been so now it's about tuning into this, bringing more light into the earth, and we're moving through this very powerful process. And so there's more light that is coming to the picture. Sometimes we may have bizarre thoughts that come into our mind, or even from within, from without, from going through our mind, the thoughts that we that believe that only crazy people would have such a thoughts, and so we feel like, or we have criticized people from having those ideas, and now they're going through our mind. And so the idea is that those thoughts do not belong to us, but we're connected to the whole collective of humanity, and we have to learn to deal with that, to transmute, to assist in that. So it's not about, the idea is not to engage with those thoughts, with those negative thoughts, not to engage with them. They're here to sabotage our process, but we don't need to fix them. We just need to let them flow, let them pass, and to laugh in the face of adversity, to laugh as much as possible with those negative thoughts. And they will leave us a lot faster when we don't take them seriously. We don't anchor them into ourselves and feel that we have to fix things, or to let those things pass, and to be as indifferent as possible. It's not easy, and we can always call on spirit, our spirit guides, the company of heaven, the masters, the archangels, the Creator. We can always call on them, and when we call on them, they respond, and when they respond, they realign us to something that is wanted and positive. I'm going to pull a few cards. See what we have the same. Well, we have the same cards as I mixed them, and we have the same card as in the French reading. almost in the same position. Those two are inverse, but the highest wisdom is listening. It's about listening to what life is telling us, how we are we being guided, what life is educating us in each and every day, every moment, every day. What we need to understand is knowledge. It is about knowledge to understand we know certain things and we do not know certain other things. So, but to trust what you know and to know that you don't know the rest, and then you can grow more. What we need to do is protection. We are here to protect certain value, to protect certain ideas, to know we are protected, we are guarded. Our guardian angels and our guides are looking after, they have our back in essence, but sometimes we do not trust enough, and so we expose ourselves to fear. And so it is about, we're also here to protect certain value. There are certain things we can compromise and other things that cannot be compromised. We have to be flexible, but certain things we have to hold firm into what's our deepest core beliefs. And the outcome is well-being, same outcome than we had in the French reading. It's well-being. We're connecting to better feeling thoughts, to move into a greater sense of well-being, happiness, wealth, wisdom, and health. So also so I hope this resonated with you. But it's all good in a sense. When something negative happens, we cannot say I love those things that are negative that happens, because we won't tune in. We know that all is love, but it's only from the attained state of consciousness, from the absolute state of consciousness. All is perfect for the function it serves. But for us, we cannot say I love something that we do not even like. So the idea is to allow those, if something negative happens, is to allow it without resistance, and to trust that there is a love behind it that will transmute it. To allowing is, when we allow things, is because we trust, and when we trust, we can allow, and so those things will flow and will move beyond it a lot faster than if we pretend to like something we don't like. So it's about knowing ourselves once again. Because God does not express itself through lack or suffering. Those things are just temporary process that we experiencing. So this source that does not know suffering, does not know lack, although He suffers. It said that for all our joy, God is joyful with us, and for our suffering, God suffers with us. But as an infinite being, this is part of the infinite process. But God is. It's very difficult to understand how God could suffer, because He is all. So it's like, but He will never express Himself or self itself through suffering, through pain, through lack. God is infinitely infinite resources as well. So it's about connecting to the underlying abundance that resides below, to connect and expurge all of the layers of consciousness that are not connected to that. Those are cycles that are looking for resolution. Also, it is important to be curious about the universe. If you ever looked at through the telescopes or look through the photos of the great super telescopes, we see that the universe is just marvelous, beyond our wildest imagination. And it's okay to be curious, to understand how things work. But to understand how things work, or to even on the Earth, is a very big place, the Earth. But we do not need to go anywhere to figure things out or to experience things. It all starts within. It starts here and now. Anything can be experienced here and now. We have to accept to receive energetic experiences, to be content with the energetic experience. Like sometimes I'm like doing my thing and I have this vision of myself skiing on the mountain, although I'm hoping to be able to go ski, but this experience is like so satisfying. And it's like just receiving that as an experience is like means that the experience of, just one example, of going skiing is just around the corner. So it's like it will happen, but we have to appreciate and be in gratitude for receiving energetically, for all the universe. Everything exists within us already. And so it is important to work with this energetic experience, knowing the more we are attuned to the experience of that which we receive energetically, the more we can hold on to that vision, the faster it will manifest in the external process. I'm going to speak about, I wanted to this resonate with you, but it's something we want to work on, practice those vibrations. I want to speak something a bit more on the spiritual level. So it's about speaking about, there was a message the other day about the Ancient of Days. The Ancient of Days are, far as I know, I'm just expressing my own humble opinion, humble vision, humble knowledge on those things. But I was always I always thought strange. There is this great spirit, a good friend, that's called Sanat Kumara, this ascended master from Venus. We send greetings to him, and he's a planetary logo. He's assisting the planet, and we had many contacts, and he will continue to work for the ascension of the planet. And he presented himself as the Ancient of Days, and it's like so I was kind of like, why would such a master present himself as an Ancient of Days when I know the Ancient of Days are there are only 21 of them, and they can never leave the central universe sphere. But we also know that there is unrevealed liaison of the Ancient of Days. It means that he works in the authority of the Ancient of Days, which are super universe rulers. The Ancient of Days represents the beginning of time. When they were created on Paradise, a group of 21 beings. It represents the beginning of time. There's the first thing. They are the super administrator of the 7 super universes, and they were assigned to each of the headquarters of each super universe. There are 7 super universes, 3 of them, and they always reside on those spheres. And they are the go-between between the master spirits of Paradise. So there are 7 master spirits, 7 super universe, 7 aspects of divinity, and the lower, the father, mother, sons of our local universe, the creator son and the creative daughter of the infinite spirit. And so each super universe has 100,000 local universe, and so they are the go-between. They are super administrator, and they're also the adjudicator. When there is a rebellion in a local universe, it's never the father, mother, son of their universe that have to judge their creation. It is the judgment always come from on high, and they have this responsibility and this wisdom. So we send greetings to those beings. As far as I know, the Ancient of the Order of Days are supreme personality from the Trinity, the Trinity origin beings that are supreme personalities, and they are perfect beings. They do not evolve and grow. The highest order are the secrets of supremacy. There are 70 of them. And they rule over the innermost circuits of planets around Paradise, the 7 sacred sphere of the Father. Each of the 7 spheres has 10 secrets of supremacy. They hold the secrets of supremacy. Then there are 1 billion eternal of days, which the Paradise is surrounded by 3 circuits of exclusive worlds, and then there is 7 circuits of the central universe, 1 billion perfect sphere world, huge planets that are perfect, that are ultimately created at the beginning. They are not evolving world, they are perfect world that were created before the universe was created, the central universe called Avona, and each of those worlds have an eternal of days that rule over, but they're not. I think the supreme, they are not. They can actually travel to the universe, or they can travel to Paradise. They're not like fixed into those worlds, but they're super administrators of each of those planets. So there was 1 billion eternal of days. There is 21 Ancient of Days. There's no more are being created of the Order of Days. It's a complete thing. It's done, and and then each super universe is divided in 10 major sectors. Each major sector has a headquarters. On each of those headquarters, there is a perfection of days. There is 3 perfection of days that rule over these domains, and so there is 210 perfections of days, and then each major sector is divided in 100 minor sector, and so each of the headquarters there is 3 recent of days that rule over those minor sector, and so there is 21,000 recent of days, and then each minor sector has 100 local universe, and so those are super administrators. When we come to the local universe, they become the Order of Days becomes advisors to the Creator Son, and there is 700,000 local universe, and each of those universe has a union of days that is a Paradise beings, that is an advisor to the Creator Son, but he only offers opinions when asked. He never offers his opinion unless he's asked for. And so we want to send greetings to Emmanuel, the Union of Days, which was, he ruled over our local universe once the Christ, the Creator Son, was in incarnation on earth. And then the constellation fathers also have. There are 7 million. There are 7 million faithful of days that are the paradise advisors to the constellation at the head of the constellation, and that's when but those beings are connected to the paradise circuits, and they're all interconnected, and in their consciousness will eventually discover countless forms of higher spirits that rules over our universe, and we wanna connect to this amazing amazing celestial light and intelligence, and as we ascend, we'll become to discover and meet all those beings in person. They are very personal beings. I thought we'll send greetings to all those wonderful beings that are assisting, that are ruling over the universe, that are higher lords of our universe. And why I thought, because I was just inspired to briefly talk about them and talk to some greetings, and I thank them for their interaction and their assistance and their counsel and wisdom. I finished with a song. The paintings behind me, this is a portrait. I added one more portrait of this series of masters. I showed them yesterday. It's like a family, the family of all the art masters. And this is a portrait self-portrait of Marcel Duchamp, great artist, and with his astrology in the back. He was ascendant Scorpio, with its moon in conjunction in Scorpio in his ascendant. And his sun was his sun in Leo. And so, and I'm finishing this painting of Modigliani. I fixed the nose. I still have to work the eyes, fix the hair, and I signed it also, Modigliani. For the eyes in Modigliani is very difficult. I'm probably going to put him a normal look, but a lot of his paintings, he said, I couldn't see a soul, so I'm not going to paint your eyes. But so I could either reduce them, make them smaller a little bit, and finish it like that, or I'm going to make it like a regular eyes. I probably will make the eyes normal. And I'm working on a painting. I'm probably going to work today on Giacometti and Magritte, probably. And this painting behind me is an interior. It's got this person. It's like an energetic person, and there is this couple here. And in the central painting, it says, it's in French, but it says, God is truth and life. As truth and life, God is dynamic and not enclosed in any preconceived ideas. He is surprised, yet is not surprised, and still he is surprised. He is surprised because he surprised himself because he is infinite perfection. But he is never surprised because everything is enclosed within his divine will. It is because in the truth by God says that he was surprised. Someone surprised him, and he says, so the people all say, how can God ever be surprised? And so the master answers that God is both surprised and not surprised in the same time. And so I'm going to finish, pull out one more card. I want to sing this song. And so because I feel like I wanted to say that I have so many projects that I've put into before me, and sometimes I feel like I will not be able to fulfill them. It might take me more than one lifetime to fulfill them all. And sometimes Spirit is telling me that the doors are going to open and everything's going to unfold. And then sometimes they tell me I'm at the end of my Earth career. So it may be like my last days on the Earth. So I have a lot of gratitude for all this life if I have to leave and return to my source, my origin. And so if I do not, I hope I'll be able to fulfill some of my project. But if the doors do not open and I have to leave my paintings behind, humanity will figure it out in time, and they will put it together without me. And so I don't know, we're still sitting between two chairs, between this like very positive and this, which is not negative, but this situation where I feel like I may have to go a little bit prematurely. Yet it's like when it's time, it's time. I don't know what will happen. And so this song is about, it says, Love, Rescue Me. It's a song by Adam Clayton, Lawrence Muller, David Evans, Paul Hawson, and Bob Dylan. We want love to rescue us. For love is all. Love, rescue me, come forth and speak to me. Raise me up and don't let me fall. No man is my enemy, my own hands imprison me. Love, rescue me. Many strangers I have met on the road to my regret. Many lost to seek to find themselves in me. They ask me to reveal the very thoughts they would conceal. Love, rescue me. And the sun in the sky makes a shadow of you and I, stretching out as the sun sinks in the sea. I'm here without a name, in the palace of my shame. Said love, rescue me. In the cold mirror of a glass, I see my reflection pass. See the dark shades of what I used to be. See the purple of her eyes, the scarlet of my lies. Love, rescue me. Yea, though I walk in the valley of the shadow, yea, I will fear no evil. I have cursed thy rod and staff, they no longer comfort me. Love, rescue me. Sha-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la, sha-la-la, la-la-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la, sha-la-la, sha-la-la. I say love, love, rescue me. I said love, climb up the mountain. Said love, I said love, oh my love. On the hill of the sun, I'm on the ear of the storm, and my words you must believe in. Oh, I said love, rescue me. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, I'm here without a name in the palace of my shame. I said love, rescue me. I have conquered my past, the future is here at last. I stand at the entrance to a new world I can see. The ruins to the right of me will soon have lost sight of me. Love, rescue me. Well, thank you very much for staying till the end. I thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Although no matter what happens, I will continue to paint until as long as I can. You know, it's like there is a very old philosophical sorts and process that is from the Greeks. We're never too young or too old to learn about philosophy, to embellish, to find, to perfect ourselves. Even from Confucius also was explaining that or the I Ching, the old wisdom of the East, that we always have to perfect ourselves. We always have to learn from birth to death. It is very important that we always utilize this time to perfect ourselves, to continue to whatever process we are on, and to work with all those energies. So the card of the day is the 8 of Gabriel. Overwhelming activity. The results are not... the results are coming forward. To communicate is essential. So maybe there'll be some things happening. Maybe I will be able to realize some of my project. Who knows? God only knows. So in the meantime, I have to deal with so many things that are not necessarily so pleasant, but I'll deal with them. And we'll see. There can always be some there is always possibility for things unexpected happening to come into our reality, and so we continue to focus on that and stay attuned to that. No matter what, life is one and life is eternal, and we're always part of that we're just an extension of something that is far greater, that we cannot fully comprehend while we're down here. So it's about loving ourselves no matter what, with all our ups and downs and everything. I thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day. Namaste.